In a few days from now, part of an old SpaceX rocket is going to smash into the moon, going over 5,000 miles per hour. It's going to hit somewhere on the extreme left edge, well, from your perspective, extreme left edge of the moon, near a place called the Einstein crater. Now, I wasn't into astronomy way back when the comet Shoemaker-Levy crashed into Jupiter, but this time I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to record it. It's going to be dim, so I'm going to have to bring out the biggest telescope I have, which is my 12-inch Dobsonian. Hopefully that'll gather enough light to see the dust plume. Now, there's a couple of problems with this. The big one right now is obstructions. From my perspective, it's going to be hitting at around 1:35 a.m. on Wednesday morning. It's going to be very low in the eastern horizon, only about 20 degrees above the horizon. From my driveway, the house is in the way. From the backyard, trees are in the way. And so I'm going to have to ask my neighbor if I can set up in their front yard, because that's the only way around here without driving somewhere that I can view it. All right, so by now you probably realized that the SpaceX rocket crashing into the moon was kind of a dud. Nobody really saw it impact. There have been some photographs posted of before and after. You sort of see a light little smudge where the crater was. But here's how it basically went down. I brought out my 12-inch Dobsonian, two 8-inch Dobsonians, and a 6-inch Maxtov Cassegrain, which is what I mounted my video camera on. In fact, here is footage that I took during supposedly when the impact hit. At no point did we see any evidence of it. No plume. Not even the 12-inch Dobsonian saw anything that even resembled anything unusual. It was a pretty good view of the moon, but unfortunately we didn't see anything. It wasn't a complete bust though, because for one, I got to meet my new neighbor. And they showed a lot of interest in astronomy, and they allowed us to set up all of our telescopes in the yard. So that was kind of cool. So thank you to the new neighbor. Now keep in mind this is at 1:35, but still my friend Bob came over. He's helped out with some of the equipment that I've used and some of the videos that I've had. And my son was out there as well to help us. So all in all, it was a pretty enjoyable evening. It wasn't really all that warm, despite being extremely hot this past week during the day. You know, hanging out with friends is always fun. So the event itself was kind of a disappointment, but you know, hanging out with your friends is always fun. So if you know anybody who's new to telescopes and they're having trouble finding the moon, which I know that seems weird if you have a lot of experience with telescopes, but you know, if somebody's new, they might not know, for example, is the moon going to be out that night, where they should look for it, etc., etc. Check out this video over here. Thanks for watching, and clear skies.